NYCU Sports Podcast Show. I'm your host, Coach Uncle Milt. We're glad to be back in the studio. We had a little layoff because of a little health issue, but we back. What's up, Joe? How you doing?
I'm good. How you
We're
doing?
glad to be back on the air live with Jackie Robinson, number 42. The number 42 episodes, and we here. Lots happened in the 2 weeks that we was off. I'm going to try to recap what was going on behind the scenes and a lot of things that was going on in the youth sports world, also youth football world. You know, a lot of things is going on, a lot of things is coming up. You know, I'm so glad to be back here on the air. I was like, you know, at home and what I was doing, we got that sports desk ready. You know, that's something, a project that I started late last month, and we got it like 80% ready, you know, and we're gonna be coming out soon with that. It's called the Hot Beat Youth Sports Desk, and it's gonna be at a park near you, on a field near you, court near you, you know, in New York City, county, and state. We will be coming out with that. That's something I'm very proud of. Certain things that we got to do on this program to promote what we do, you know, on this program. So we a couple of weeks ago, a thing came up, you know, spring ball is finished in New York City. Had a lot of teams, you know, shout out to UTL. And the spring ball season, Metro North and Coach O up Northeast region, you know, they put on a little program with spring ball. A lot of kids got work. It was a lot of good games and things that came out, and we wanted to know, you know, we working on a what you call a show coming up soon, and we want everybody to participate in it. You know, all the youth football league organizations to call us up. You know what I'm saying, to let me know where they playing this fall. You know, we have the leagues out there: Big Apple, UTL, Metro North, New York League, and Pioneer League. Where these teams? Where are you going to be playing in the fall? I want people to call us up, you know, and let us know. Our phone lines is finally working. 347-776-7070. It's right on the screen. It's finally working. We just got that fixed last night. So now we got the phone lines and everything is coming through. But a lot of things is happening with us at the sports show here, that things that's starting to bear fruit. You know, we were doing some things we wanted to do, and they're starting to bear fruit, you know. And we just had a great month. At the end of the month, things start happening to us. You know, I got wind of some things that's happening in youth sports, that we're going to be working on some future shows with it, and it's going to be dynamic, and it's going to be story breaking as far as on this level. of youth sports is concerned. And listen, we let's get back and talk about spring ball a little bit and how it ended. It was a lot of good games, a lot of good teams came out of it. I just want to know, it's like a lot of rumbles that maybe they're not going to be with the league they started out with their spring ball. So we decided, me, Joe, and Ralph decided, said, put the question out there, where you going to be playing at this fall? Let us know. And we're going to be doing a show a couple of weeks from now announcing that, where we're going to be at, where we're going to be playing at and teams, where they're going to be playing at. And we're going to be covering those games in different leagues and stuff like that. So that's something that we're going to be talking about. That's going to be coming up. It's very dynamic for us and everything. So, it's far as is concerned, is a lot of things I can't get into, a lot of information that I have, a lot of rumors and things that we still trying to dot our I and cross our T on it, so we can't let it out right now. So even though I do want to say it, but it's some things that's coming up to us, and things are happening, as we speak. Big things are happening. Some people think, it's going to be this way. It's not going to be that way. The whole dynamic has changed, and that's the way it is in youth sports today, especially youth football in New York City. It's just like a, what you call one of those things, like a riddle wrapped up into a puzzle. And things, and you'll see it if you're paying attention. If you're listening and you're paying attention, a lot of things are happening. A lot of things are going on, and sooner or later we're gonna be bringing it to you. The podcast show is gonna be bringing it to you because as I want to say this. Let me just say this. As far as what we're doing on this level, right? So I got a lot of friends out there. I got a lot of friends. Some people I'm meeting for the first time. Some people I knew before I started this. And when we talk about off the air and we talk about, on one-on-one, I'm getting this big thing called off the record. They look at me because I'm, I got a show and, they turn to me and say off the record, right? But they love to call me. They'll call up the phone and they said, oh, Uncle Milt, this is off the record. I was like, okay, let me explain what this off the record is. Let me explain what off the record is, because I looked it up and it's a big thing, and I don't want to, mix friendships and, get friendships mixed up on what I do here at the podcast show. Number one, I take this serious. This is serious to me. This serious business. We invested a lot of resources to make this happen. So I do take this serious. Number two, I'm not out here to hurt anybody personally. I'm separating personal from what we do here. This off the record thing has got me in the mix with a couple of people I know that I've considered friends. But this is what we're going to do moving forward. That's anybody that calls me up. I don't want to hear no more off the record comments. Off the record comments do not help me. So don't think that I want to hear some rumor that I can't back it up, and then you get upset when I hear the story and I go investigate it. I want the story, So it's like you got to figure out if you really helping me, like you said, because you can't have it both ways. You can't say to me, "Yo, Milt, I'm looking out. Here's something," and then say, "Oh, I don't want to be tied to it." And I'm like, "Okay, then you're not helping me out, and keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. That's how you help me out. But if I find out about it, if I overheard it, and if I find out and I go do my due diligence and investigate on it, that's part of the game. That's part of what it is. That's the part what I'm doing. You can't take that personally, because what I do is serious. I don't care. I don't really care if you believe in what we're doing here at New York City Podcast Show, Su Sports Podcast Show. I don't care if you believe in it or not. I do. I believe in it. And you see the growth in what we do here and what we investigate and the resources we put together to make this happen. I see it. So it doesn't matter with your comment. But you can't have it both ways. You can't call me up and say, yo, Milt, I got this. And then say, oh, that's off the record. Then I don't want to hear it no more. Just make it easy for yourself. Any off the record comment, don't call me. Don't call me. You see me somewhere, don't tell me about it. Milt, have you heard? No, I didn't heard, because I'm not accepting any off the record comments anymore. Off the record comment do not help me on this platform. And it's and the deal is this. The deal is this, it really gets on my damn nerves, to be honest with you. Because a lot of people want to play by their rules. And I'm like, okay, I had a conversation with people, about it. Like, I say to them, like, listen, I'm not that type of guy, but I know things. I know things because I hear it. People call me with rumors. Milt, listen, you got to look into so and so and so. Oh, okay, I don't know, but I heard it from a guy with a guy. All right, no problem, I'll look into it. Call a couple of people for comment, or that, I find out some more information about it. And normally on this platform, I have the right to report it as long as it's factual. As long as it's factual, I have the right to report it. I have the right to say if it's concerning youth sports. Yes, I have the right to say it, to report it. So I hope that the people that know me personally or just know me, that I have integrity, but I have a platform that I'll take serious. I don't care if you don't like it or not. I have a platform. I don't want nobody running from me, but if you've done something that's newsworthy, it's going to be talked about. That's it. That's how it goes. If it's newsworthy, it's a good and bad and ugly way on what we're doing. If we talk about the wins, we should talk about the losses. And we talk about the success, we should talk about the setbacks. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. We can't choose to talk only thing about the good. The same thing here. I talk about everything. I talk about my struggles with numbers, struggles with resources, struggles with trying to do, yes, because we talk about it and we let people know that it is a struggle. It is from A to B to C to get to where we going. I don't have to tell people about that. I said respect what I do. Respect what I do, because I'm going to respect what I do. So it's things that I know. I talk to the proper people, and they urge me not to release certain things. And I hope they understand that I'm a gentleman and I'm professional. But I have something. I have a platform. And I'm not gonna sacrifice my duty to Joe and people that support this show, because this is what the show is supposed to be. We supposed to put the information out there, the promotion out there, the whatever we do here, the games, the scores, the highlights, everything that we supposed to report on to get what? To get viewers. And to get viewers, we get numbers. And we get numbers, we can do a lot of things with that. So that's our job. Good, bad, or ugly. So that's what it is. So the off the record comments, don't bring it to me at all. You see me walking down the street, yo, Uncle Milt, man, I got something. You need to go check out so and so. But yo, off the record, no off the record. Don't even tell me. Can't have it both ways. You can't tell me. It's like giving a kid. You telling a kid, to go into a candy store and say all of this is yours, but you can't eat none of it. Off the record. You know, some stories I pass it up. Some stories I like to investigate. You know, I say, oh man, let me call and see if this. I like this story. So if I call and see somebody to seek information, that's my job. That is my job. No, I'm not. No, I'm not putting you out there. That's my job. Off the record comments cannot be published on air at all. But I could investigate and see if it's factual. That's it. So if someone told you not to tell somebody, you have to figure out if you want to tell me, you have to figure out how to tell me. But I don't want to listen to nothing like, yo, what use do I have to know information? What use do I have and I can't use it? It's like I said, the kid in the candy store, all of this is yours, Jimmy, but you can't eat none of it. What use of it? And soon he picks up a lollipop, you slap his hand. You can't, I'm just calling to see. Nah, man, you putting me out there. I'm putting you out there. You know what I do, man? You know what I do here? Well, I don't care if you respect it or not. I don't care. I respect it. There's other people that respect it. There's other people that count on the show to show success. They put in their time and sweat and tears in it. So I gotta respect it. So this is what I gotta say about that, or what we do. No more off the air comments. You know, we have some certain agreements with certain people when we have a story. I just want you to tell, it's against what we do here to suppress stories. Sometimes the story is not ready. We are setting it up to get ready, making sure it's factual, making sure the people that's involved knows what's going on and what we're going to say. But we have to say it. So when I give anybody my word that I'm going to hold it, I did it one time and I got at the end of this, I called up a fella that I have a lot of respect for and still have respect for him. But I called him up on a comment. He asked me to suppress it until a certain time, and he was gonna come and air it on the show. That never happened, and from there I'm not doing that no more. I'm not gonna do that no more. So because it's against what we're doing here. Our job is to get the stories out, good, bad, or ugly. To get the stories out. Where we feel that stories on a youth sports level, kids, coaches, league organizers, presidents of organizations, and anything. If we could talk how good you're doing, and when something goes bad, we could talk about how bad you're doing. It's the same way, and I stand on that. The same way on this show. You see Uncle Milt doing something crazy, y'all have the right to go on Facebook and talk about it. I might talk about it on the air. Because that's how this is. I understand what goes on when I get in front of this mic, in front of these cameras and talk to you. So I understand. Other than that, we take care of that business, and we just know that this show is going to be respected by us because we're doing it. We're hoping that the people who view us respect us and understand that we have integrity, and we're here to bring out the best of what's going on and the honesty of stories that we bring and people that we talked about to get the information out. You, the viewer. You, the viewer, is very important to us. So this is what we're doing, With that said, a lot of things is going on. Like I said, we're going to be mentioning in a few weeks, but we want to recap on spring ball is over, and we want the teams that played in spring ball in UTL, Metro North. It was Coach O, Northeast Regis. Let them call us up and say where they got, where you gonna be at, where you falling at, where you playing, where you gonna be at in the fall. Is it gonna be Big Apple, UTL, Metro North, so forth and so forth? Where's your organization playing ball at? We want you to call up 347-776-7070. That's 347-776-7070. We're investigating now. We're interviewing a lot of people and see where they're going to fall at. And we'll be having some information on certain things and certain, I call them like who's playing under whose banner. We're going to have a list of teams that we're going to project that where they're going to be playing in the fall. So we're going to do that. We're going to, we probably do that on Ralph Draper's show, Championship Row. He's supposed to be meeting us in a few. If he can, then he had an engagement he had to go to tonight, so he wasn't able to attend. He said he's gonna come at the end. So when he gets in, he's gonna jump on. So we here for him right here. We got a guest coming up in the bottom of the hour. Coach Marcus Baker from Gladiator Battles. He's doing something in he's doing a tournament in South Jersey. He's coming up at the bottom of the hour. He's gonna tell you about his event. A nice coach. We talked extensively online about what he's doing and what we're doing, and we want to promote, something. We got a little kind of like space to promote something, and those who was ready, because sometimes spring ball, some teams are ready because they didn't play last fall, last season they didn't play. So some people are playing. Those who's got training camps want to get some kind of real work in. Talk to Coach Marcus about his gladiator battle and things like that. He's gonna come on and talk about it. Where I was this weekend, I was in wow, man, I enjoyed myself this weekend. But it was Sunday. I was in Somers, SOMERS, New York. It's JFK Catholic School, and it's a nice field, man. They got two nice fields up there, and it's the home of the Gold Wave, Elite Gold Wave. And I was talking to, and they had a game up there with the Brooklyn Chiefs. They went up there, a 9U team, 11 and 12U team, and they went up there. And I stayed for the 9 and the 11, and they won both games. They had a nice little workout. The kids looked good. That 9U looked good, man. Coach Devon and Coach High and the coaches out there got that 9U team looking good. And the coaches for the 11U team out there, they look good as well, too, man. They look, that was that 10U last year. That was very, very good. Very, very good. It lost 2 tough games to PST, and they did pretty good in Florida. But they look really, really good, man. They look really, really good, and it started to rain, so I got out of there on that 12U game. But it seems like Gold Wave was doing some things on that 12U before I left. I don't know what the final score. Maybe somebody call up and talk to Uncle Milk who won that 12U game. But Gold Wave is. I talked to the coach. What I do know this out of his mouth. Gold Wave, the coach was telling me that he is going to be in Big Apple this fall, in the D1 division. I was like, wow, in the D1 division. I said, you ready? He said, yeah, I'm ready. I said, all right. And we talked about that. I thought, I heard, I look at things on Facebook and things like that, and he didn't go intensively about what was said, but I thought it was a UTL thing over there. I thought I saw he was on a UTL roster, but I didn't see him in spring ball, but things happen, and he's up there. That's what he told me. He's a Big Apple, and then that's what it is, man. So good luck for him. At least we could put Gold Wave on the list a Big Apple. He said that out of his own. So call us up and say where you gonna be landed at. Let Uncle Milk know where you gonna be playing at in the fall, man. It's very important to us. What we do here at the podcast show. And how that fall season is gonna turn out. You know what I'm saying? And as far as youth football is concerned, and things. So with that said and things, that's what it is. I enjoyed myself, man. My Money Mike was there. I heard a Leaf was there. I didn't see him, but I heard he was there. And them guy and a couple of I like the Chiefs, man. They make you feel real good. The team moms over there and the mothers for the kids, they're very warm and everything over there. So that's a class organization. The Brooklyn Chiefs is a class organization, man, and they got kids, they got volunteers, coaches. Hats off for King Just and his wife Tosh, and they doing their thing over there, man. They just growing and growing and growing, and it's I read it. Maybe I read it wrong. King Just said, "We run Brooklyn." I said, "All right, I hear you, man." I hear you, King Just. He said, "We run Brooklyn," and I gotta say, I second that emotion because they're a class act and they come with numbers. And thank you for the parent that dropped me off at the train station. I appreciate it, and it was a tough going out there because it was a Metro North to this place called Goldbridge, and it was funny that it was no cabs. I couldn't get an Uber, Joe.
Yeah,
I couldn't. I never saw I never saw when you searching, you put through the search. Let's see, and nothing came up. I'm looking at my phone like 15 minutes, and it's still searching. I'm like, where the hell am I at? Yeah, so I had to call a cab that came from another town, and he was giving me that other that other town price. Like, we got to come like 8 miles to come get you. I'm like, what? So this wasn't one of them things. I'll be well prepared. Sometimes, I got a car, but I don't like driving. So, I just got hooked taking these mass transit to places and things like that. But it is what it is, man. We coming up to the break in 3 minutes, and we got Coach Marcus Baker coming up, and did we get him on? We got him on the Skype.
No.
You send him out. You send it to him.
I send
All right. So we wait. Well, we're gonna keep till he show up. Talk about his event that's coming up. I think it's June 5th, 2021. 2021. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited about this sports desk. I put it out online, man. I'm almost finished. I understand when you're working on something, you're working on a masterpiece, you got to get it out. You got to put it, making sure everything is right before you put it out. It's crazy because it's like, nah, man, you got to get this out. I got it sitting in my living room, man. And I'm looking at it, I said, nah, I got to get this out. This is not a museum exhibit. This investment here has got to do some work for us to put our product out there. Shows coming out to the field near you, the court near you, the event, the fundraiser. We out there. We're gonna bring the show. I'm calling it 20,000 watts of what I call it. It's on Facebook. What I called it, 20,000 watts of Aaron Power. Aaron Power right here. Coming out. The Hot Beats. Oh, listen, shout out to John and them guys at Hot Beats. They really helped me out, put this together. And they really, really gave me the right stuff, gave me the right information so I can make the right decision, man. And I'm so glad John and the guys at Hot Beats, they delivered it, and it's like, wow, man. And if you see it, and when you see it, you're going to be like, wow, man, it's going to be very, very nice. Very nice, man. We're going to come back and I'll come back on a break. We're going to take the break. We're going to come back with Coach Marcus Baker. and he's gonna tell us about this tournament he's doing June 5th, and we just waiting for him. Ralph say when he gets back, when he gets in, and we just catch Ralph next week. If not, just put him on and stuff. But we so glad we want to get back. It's gonna be a short night, and some other things I want to talk about before we get off the air. But I'm so glad I'm back live on the air. We've been off 2 weeks, and everything is good. And hopefully this COVID is done. Hopefully this COVID is done, and we can get somewhat back to normal. I know it's going to be rough that we're not going to get back to where we supposed to be, but hopefully we can get back, to some kind of normalcy, and get youth sports and get this show moving. Because this show is this show is like a monster. It's ready to absorb youth sports content, youth sports events. We're ready to get out there and show what we can do as a sports network on a youth level here in New York City and things like that. So, let's get to the break. It's a 31. I'm a minute over. Let's get to the break, and we see you when you get back off the break.
A community fundraiser. Each of us helps one of us. Think of a community hit with an epidemic that created financial devastation, massive unemployment, housing problems, and food shortages. To help the community to weather the tough times ahead, we must pull our resources together and create a cycle of funding. A one-time resource is help required. Each of us helps one of us with this continuously cycle of support. We'll relieve the burden off of you, the individual, with the help from the community. To join our community, email us at eachofushelpsoneofus@gmail.com. Leave your name and date of birth, and we'll send you the instruction video.
To create a perfect student athlete, you must enhance these attributes: mind, body, and soul. In other words, education, fitness, and nutrition must be a part of your life. And it starts right here at the New York City Youth Sports Initiative.
Here's 5 ways to support NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. 1. Push the subscribe button, like it, and leave a comment. 2. Donation. What you can. It will be appreciated. 3. Promote what you're doing or your kid's achievement in youth sports with our $10 on-the-screen ad spot. $10 per show or $30 a month. 4. Share this podcast show with others on social media. 5. Buy our show's apparel on Amazon.com. Thank you for your participation.
NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. Uncle Milt. We got Ralph Draper in the room. He just came in. What's up, Ralph?
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? Let me take care of some business, man. Joe just screamed on me, man. Because he's right, man. Listen, man. Pay attention to this, man. Our website is up. www.nycyouthsports.org. Let me take the W off. NYCUsports.org. We got that up running right now. There's a lot of information going to be on that site, man. We want to talk about our latest things that's coming up, our donation drive. We want to please put the contact and give us your email address, because we're going to be giving out prizes and certain gifts and things on random emails. So just call us up. going online and put in the content level your email. We want to get a bunch of email drives up together so we can let you know about a lot of the events that's going on around the city with our sports sets and everything. And then, yeah, and what was that, Backline? That was me.
Yeah, that might be Coach. Coach coming in.
Coach Marcus.
Yeah, that's me. I'm on here.
All right, hold on, man. We're gonna bring you in a minute. I gotta take care of some bills, man. You know. All right, so and hit that subscribe button, share it, leave your comments. It's very important, man. Keep us on the air, man. Keep us going. We need those views and we need those subscribers. It's very important to us. If you can't donate to help us. You can't buy no shirts. Hit that red button. Tell your friends to hit that red button. It keeps us on the air and keeps us going. All right. Just like I said, the website is up. Telephone lines is 347-776-7070. That's 347-776-7070. Website is up. That's nycusports.org. That's nycusports.org. They're all up running. Please go to the website, put into the comments your email, and we're going to be sending you what's going on, our latest shows, our events, where the sports desk is going to be at. We also giving away random gifts and random prizes from our sponsor, Hot Beats Electronics. So hit us up. Make sure you give us your information so we got you down on our email drive and we can do a lot of things. All right. No further ado, we have a dynamic coach. He's doing a tournament in South Jersey, Gladiator Battles. Coach Marcus Baker. You have him up. Is that him? You in a dark room? You got no lights, Coach?
Y'all just got to practice, man.
You just got you put some. Were you in the car?
Yeah, we just got to practice.
People want to see your face, man. You got no light in there? Yeah, it's training camp. So a lot of coaches. There you go. A lot of coaches. They training their kids and things like that. So give us a background on who's Coach Marcus Baker for us, man, and tell our listeners who you are and what's going on.
All right, well, I'm a guy from out here in South Jersey. Just been coaching out here for a while, high school level, youth level. Did a lot of 7U, now I'm on 9U. Just help start an organization down here, and we're trying to get on the map. We're just working hard to get the kids out there, get them, put out there to the public, so we can do our thing.
What's your organization name?
Elite Football Prep.
Oh, Elite Football Prep, and it's a youth football organization.
Yep. From we take 7 all the way to 14.
Okay.
Right here, Ralph.
And you're the guy running it, or you're a coach?
No, it was 5 of us who actually started, or 6 of us that started the organization. Mm-hmm. And we literally started, like a lot of people doing now, money out your own pocket, putting together, buying helmets, all that.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much how our organization is.
Yeah, but it's very important. Like I had to learn it too, because just like you said, it costs money, and then if you want to stop coming out your pockets, you gotta legalize your business as a nonprofit and seek those grants and those sponsors around where you at. People have to understand that it's a program and it's needed in the neighborhood. You're doing a service for the kids. So the only way they're gonna take it serious if you take it serious,
Right.
Because after a while, wifey and kids, man, they come first, and you start going into their pocket, that's gonna be a problem.
That's every coach's problem.
Yeah, that's So just like we do here on a podcast, is that we set up a nonprofit. And we seeking help, and it's out there. This is something that I tell people all the time. There's $80 million in youth sports every year. You trying to get a 0.5% of that. It's money being made in youth sports, and the people that the people that's responsible on setting the seeds in the ground, they don't get none of that. They don't get none of that. So, you know, you have a purpose. You teaching kids from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you got a kid, you know, in your program, you bring 50, 60 kids in your program, and you got to buy helmets out your pocket. No, there's organizations and people that's on a higher level that gonna need those seeds. They got the checks. They give it to you to help you, you know, and that's the way it should go. You know, so
yeah, you learn every day.
You know, one thing you got to do it. We got to do it right, man. We that's doing it on a level. You got to do it right, man. Because you know you start from somewhere, and you should never stay at that point. You should evolve. You should grow and you should evolve. So that's something that you put a list on. Yeah, we got to get our paperwork. We got to get this. We got to get that. And then once you get that, and you get somebody that's always somebody in the neighborhood who can write them grants, who can write them letters and get them out there and get help. You know, there's help out there, bro.
Yeah, that's the exact organization that we're building up.
Yeah.
We have those people like that. We are a nonprofit organization, all those things. So now we're just trying to get to the right people, like you said, to get them checks.
They out there. Believe me, they out there. Don't think they not out there. You know, they just don't know about you. That's all. That's the thing. You know? But other than that, man, you played the game?
I did. I played in high school.
Okay. All right. The far as you went was high school?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You look.
They didn't tell me there was girls in college. So too late.
but listen, man. I tell parents all of this all the time. Your dads and parents this, man. I say, I said high school starts it all. And they said, why you say that, man? Why you say that? I said, high school is the peer pressure. Y'all worried about if he gonna be on the squad. I'm talking about if he gonna go to practice. Because once he start getting, once he start talking to women and start talking, hanging out with the guys and doing what them young high school kids do, the game goes different. He said, they didn't tell me they had hot girls and all. Yes, they do.
Yeah, it's too late. But that's how it is, though, man. Yeah. That's what they tell you, man. They tell you at a young age, stay away from girls. But you don't listen. I told kids I coach, it's not the girls, it's the discipline you bring to it. Because if you're disciplined of what you're doing and you're determined on what you're doing, everybody will understand it. It's going to be some people that likes it, it's going to be some that don't like it. But if a girl really means something to you, she understands your discipline and your determination to do what you got to do, to go to class, to go to go to practice, to go to the gym, to get your body and your mind ready to play this game, because this is where it starts, and you want to take this to the next level. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the greatest thing is to playing this game or any kind of youth sports or high school sports is to get a degree for free playing in college. And that's why we started this program too, for those things. Mm-hmm. A lot of guys, we didn't know, we didn't have no people teaching us. So now we're trying to get back to the community and make sure these kids don't make them same mistakes. Yeah. Because we know what the world is, what it is, and what we're up against now.
That's what it is, man. You tell them kids, like I tell people, like high school. I don't want to talk about nothing else but high school. High school is the next step. At the level. They say, the pros and some college, you could talk about to certain ages, but kids is high school. If you want to play high school sports, this is what you got to do to get there. And then you got to understand the responsibilities of being a student athlete. That's the most important thing. You have a responsibility of being a student athlete. That's why student is first. But so tell us about the tournament, man. Tell us about the tournament. What is the Gladiator Battle?
Yeah, Gladiator Battles with an X. Yeah, Gladiator Battles. So it's a 1-day tournament. We're just doing it on the 9U level. We're just trying to get exposure, trying to get champions from other leagues to come down, or even runner-ups to come down and compete, and just get some cross-state action. We got a lot of teams interested, and I heard you earlier talking about the Brooklyn Chiefs.
Yeah,
That's all I hear. I hear a lot of good things.
Yeah,
I want them to get involved with it. I wanted them to, but I guess they turned it down. They turned it down. I'm disappointed in that.
Listen,
you're gonna get a lot of turn down in New York. Man.
Yeah,
listen. Let me not talk junk before they come after me. Though. Let me stop.
No. Ralph is right, but let me tell you something, Coach. Don't stop. Don't stop. Still put the invite out. You tell us this. Tell us the cities you looking to invite. To action.
We got interest from Baltimore. Mm-hmm. We got interest from North Carolina Giants. They go by Big Steppers or something like that. Mm-hmm. They just won their spring league down there. Mm-hmm. We got a team. We got the Storm talking. We got us. So we got people talking. We're just trying to finalize this weekend because it's only going to be 4 teams. So obviously our organization's in it. So it's only 3 teams to select them from. Okay. But we definitely want something from New York because New York got good football. We went out there. We played Great Elite. So we seen something real good. We want to see where the next round is at.
All right. All right. So he has Maryland. You have any teams in Delaware?
I couldn't find. I don't know if they're doing spring or a lot of coaches aren't really confident what they're bringing. Mm-hmm. So you know how that goes. Sometimes spring you don't always get your full team because kids doing track.
Yeah, some teams is in a training camp type of thing, and they care about the fall. Some kids about the fall, and it's like you keep going, brother. Coach, it seems like how old are you?
I'm 37.
All right. Wow, you look younger than that.
Yeah, man, I got a big face, man.
Yeah, you look younger than that, man. Forget what I'm about to say. You just keep working, man. You keep working, and you is Ralph Draper started off similar like you, and Ralph is big in New York right now. He put on big tournaments and things.
No, I ain't big in New York, man. Don't let it I'm the most hated guy in New York right now.
It happens, man. That's part of doing tournaments. That's part of doing promotion. That's part of being a promoter, man. You're not liked by a lot of people, but it happens, man. It happens.
Yeah, but I want to see what New York got. This is only our second year. About to be our second fall season being an organization. Yeah. But we got to play against Syracuse. I think they're under the lights. We played them last fall on the 8U level.
Okay.
And they came down. So
Who you said Syracuse?
Yeah, Syracuse. Wolves. Yeah, the Wolves. I'm thinking about.
Okay. Where is this going to be at in
it's in South Jersey in Camden County, Winslow Township, right outside of Camden.
Camden.
It's in between Camden and Atlantic City, kind
of. Camden and Atlantic City. Okay.
Yeah.
So you should be getting some Philly teams, man. Some Pennsylvania teams.
But they don't really do spring in Philly.
Oh, they did it already. Okay.
Yeah. They do they only a couple levels, and then those teams don't have their full teams. They don't like playing nobody. All
right. So Ralph, when is your event? And Ralph.
Which one? All right. So we got the Combine.
Okay.
That's July 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got the King of New York. That's July 29th to August 1st.
Oh, that's only New York teams.
No, not no more.
Not no more? Okay. King of New York.
Jersey and Connecticut been reaching out. So the way I'm going to structure it with that, I'm still going to have New York teams play New York teams.
Yeah.
And, whoever wins on the other side, say from Jersey and Connecticut, they will be able to play the top team that comes out of New York.
And what day is that again?
That would be, the championship day will be on that Sunday, but the tournament starts itself the 29th. Is that a Thursday or Friday? Hold on.
That's August or July? No. July. That's July 29th? He's checking it. Coach Marcus? What the league you play in? Is like how many? Yeah.
Well, we play in the Big 21.
Okay, Big 21. That's okay.
That's that top Jersey league right there.
Yeah, man. I it's some things going on the Big 21. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're playing the Big 21. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you reach out to keep trying, man. Keep trying, man.
We talk to a lot of people.
Yeah, keep trying because it's a non-U event.
That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a lot of talk.
Yeah, you're gonna get,
You're gonna get a lot of talk.
I mean, we working on that, man. Listen, there's some teams that they feel like they top echelon, so they're gonna give you they're the top chicks. You ever been? You know what I'm talking about. You've been in high school.
Like
you know how
you know
at the lunch table. You got all the top chicks.
Exactly. Where they at? That's what I like about Great Elite, man. They play everybody. They don't play everybody.
And I be telling them too. I told Great Elite, I like, man, y'all gotta slow it down a little bit, man, because they going around 50 and 60 on teams. I'm like, you wasting your time doing that, man. You gotta start really picking your teams out better than you playing, man.
Well,
They everybody. They ain't turning down competition for anybody. You say you want to play them, they said, all right, you can pull up to our field or we pulling up to you. And we got to put up 60, we putting up 60, but they ain't going to turn down no competition.
Yeah, but they scaring everybody. They're scaring everybody.
They are. They scared of putting up 60 to 0.
You can't miss it. Soon they ain't going to be playing to themselves. Because nobody wants to lose, but losing is part of it.
Nobody want to lose 60 to 0.
I understand, but you got to that's a legitimate agreement you have with the ref. No, listen, man, we got a mercy law here, man. All right, we're not out here to hurt the kids. Come on, not out here to hurt the kids. But I mean, it's gonna be a lot of excuses what kids they got if it's gonna be of age.
And that's why I'm not trying to release stuff.
It's all this other crap and everything.
Because I know
we can't.
New York teams running from Buffalo, so I gotta hide it.
Yeah, but we can't lose the fact that there be people out there cheating, kids, and I don't know how they look themselves in the mirror. It is a reality of people.
Yeah, that's true.
Coaches out there doing it. They look themselves in the mirror. They put 60 and they got 12-year-old kids playing 10-year-old kids, and they can look themselves in the mirror and think they doing something. I don't know, man. I don't know what kind of reality they looking at, but it's crazy. But Coach Marcus, Ralph got an event.
Yeah,
you can talk to Ralph.
Is that August date?
That's why I say
The August date is the national joint. That's the one I did.
Where's the
national Jersey?
Where's it?
On the back again this year. That's the Empire State.
That's the one I'm planning to go to.
Yeah, that's when the big boys, national big boys coming out.
Yeah.
We got some Pittsburgh teams. Yeah, the other King of New York was for New York only, but then what I'm seeing now too is that a lot of Jersey teams are playing in New York leagues.
Oh yeah.
So we kind of like, dang, like this Jersey team would never get a chance to play in the Jersey State Championship if it existed because they're not playing in Jersey.
Right. Yeah.
So I had to restructure and think about it like these Jersey, Connecticut teams, if they're playing in New York leagues, why not face off with the best that New York has to offer?
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm digging it.
When is the King of New York?
King of New York is July, the end of July, the last weekend in July, the 30th to August 1st.
Oh yeah, 30th to August.
And that's in Syracuse.
First, and that's in Syracuse. All right.
The Empire State Classic, the one he was saying, well, that's the one in August. Oh, that's the one that we got. Pittsburgh, we got Delaware, we got Rhode Island coming back down. We got a lot of the national boys coming out there. That one. They want to see it. They want to see what they got to offer in the summertime. They say New York play better in the heat. So they want to come up there in the heat to see what New York got. So let's see how that one goes.
All right, so that one is when?
That one's August 13th. Hold on. August 13th to the 15th.
13th.
Just know South Jersey gonna be in the building. We're gonna make some noise.
All right, so I think that's before you run, before your season. When your full season starts, Coach Marcus.
Fall we starting in July.
Your full season starts in July?
Yeah, we starting games early because we're trying to go. The league begins in September.
The Big 21. I'm talking about Big 21.
Oh yeah. They start September.
So
I think the 5th.
it's safe to say that you're trying to start a traveling team.
We are a traveling team.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
We is that.
All right. So
And that's what it is too for the Empire Classic joint in August. I know a lot of people are looking forward to going to the Battle joint in December,
yeah.
Right.
and DC.
Yeah. No.
So that too, we saying if the people that win the Empire State Classic will pay. If you got that invite to Battle the week after mine, yeah, we'll pay your registration to go out there and compete. We want to put the best teams from the North out there on the map, man, no matter where they from.
Coach Marcus, how many? Cause we had a discussion with this. How many games that you get to get in for the season?
What Big 20 through the league?
No,
He
total.
trying to.
Total.
How many games do you think is a good number of games to be played in the season?
Well, how many games he put in for the season?
This year we'll have our league games, so whatever our league accounts for, and then we'll probably have 4 games ahead of that.
Oh, so altogether, if it's 8, you talking about like 13, 14 games?
You don't mean 4 games. You mean 4 tournaments, probably.
Yeah.
And each
we
tournament is probably about 3 games in the weekend, 3 or 4 games in the weekend.
Okay. All right. So you looking like under 20.
Yeah, definitely.
Under 20? Okay. And you go all year round or you have a break?
Yeah, we take breaks, so we'll take a winter break and then we'll come back for spring and take a short summer break and we're back for the fall.
Okay. All right. So anything else you want to say? You got the mic now. Say this, promote your thing, man. You know, let people know where you're going.
Just follow us on Instagram at elite_prep. Elite Football _prep, Elite Football Prep. You can find us everywhere on Facebook, all that. And just if y'all got a team on any level that want to play football, big time football, come see what South Jersey football is like. We'll set it up on any level. We got all levels.
All right.
Yeah, I'll definitely put it out there.
You familiar with those guys from Sports Farm?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Okay.
Tico, yeah.
Yeah,
Big bro.
Yeah. Okay. They down there. They probably a little further than you, right?
Nah, they're more north than me. I'm down there.
You down. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I thought they had some games in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
But they're more north. They're more north. Okay, well they
No, actually no. That's almost lateral. That's just going east.
Okay.
So I'm right next to Philly, so I'm right by Philly.
All right. So I hope to see you in August, man, and meet you in person, man. And thanks for giving your time out to the show. We're glad to have you. Don't be no stranger. Call us up anytime. Our doors, phone lines, everything else always open to hear from dynamic people, coaches like you that's doing something for the kids and having little programs and games and events and things like that. So I'm glad to have you. Thanks for
I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate you putting on for the youth.
Yeah.
And even you being a New York guy, too, giving love to the outside states.
Yeah, when you're in town, you come on the show, come see us, see our setup down here, what we doing, also, things that we doing like or on the field also. All right, we appreciate it. Thanks a lot, man, for showing up, man. I appreciate it.
Take it easy.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a break, come back, talk to Ralph a little bit. It's almost coming up and everything, and here we go.
A community fundraiser. Each of us helps one of us. Think of a community hit with an epidemic that created financial devastation, massive unemployment, housing problems, and food shortages. To help the community to weather the tough times ahead, we must pull our resources together and create a cycle of funding. A one-time resource is Help Required. Each of us helps one of us with this continuously cycle of support. We'll relieve the burden off of you, the individual, with the help from the community. To join our community, email us at eachofushelpsoneofus@gmail.com. Leave your name and date of birth, and we'll send you the instruction video.
To create a perfect student athlete, you must enhance these attributes: mind, body, and soul. In other words, education, fitness, and nutrition must be a part of your life. And it starts right here at the New York City Youth Sports Initiative.
Here's 5 ways to support NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. 1. Push the subscribe button, like it, and leave a comment. 2. Donation. What you can. It will be appreciated. 3. Promote what you're doing or your kid's achievement in youth sports with our $10 on-the-screen ad spot. $10 per show or $30 a month. 4. Share this podcast show with others on social media. 5. Buy our show's apparel on Amazon.com. Thank you for your participation.
We're back, NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. That was a dynamic conversation with Coach Marcus Baker. His gladiator battle, man. You know, we was just talking off the air a little bit with Ralph Draper, and we had there's a lot of teams out of state that wants to come to New York, man, and we understand that, and we are delighted to have the people that's coming from out of state in New Jersey and then can play in New York. But our main purpose right now is to clean up our backyard. How can we play with other people from across the river or across the bridge when we can't play with each other in the boroughs? I know it's a crusade of mine that we need to clean up youth ball. Now, once we get the powerhouse teams, the teams that we know that they come correct, and we want to go over the pond or the river or the bridge and play those other teams, fine, let's do it. But our main focus is trying to get New York on a page and on a page of playing with each other. Because it's like we bringing in all these other teams. I don't want it to look like, yo, Milt, you got a New York City podcast. You bringing in all these teams, and you're going to forget about us, but they forget that they hard to work with. It's hard to work with some of these teams. It's hard to get a scrimmage with some of these teams.
Yeah.
I put out a vision. I put out a vision about trying to get a city championship. A city championship. We working on a state championship. And if we start opening it up for other teams, it's not going to be a state championship. It's just going to be a championship or whatever. Let's give it a name.
It's going to be a Northeast championship.
It's gonna be something like that. Then we just add the pie a little. Whoever. It's hard. It's difficult to even do, because everybody verbally is saying yes. We got a good response with our people saying yes. Very good response on but it's too early right now. But we know when it comes down to it, the teams we want, we're not going to be able to get. It's going to be an excuse. It's going to be an excuse because teams is not blind showing up and say, yo, I want to play whoever it is. I don't care. I want to play. As long as they legally registered and they legally has the right age and pass all the registrations and the certifications, let's play. We don't have that. We don't have that.
Yeah, I think we got enough of it in certain areas, just lacking it in particular areas.
The areas
in New York, we're getting more than enough buzz for it. Mm-hmm. But like you said, it's all about different areas.
I'm just speaking like
what's the state championship?
I'm just speaking like we're promoting a New York State champion. That's the champion team in New York City at all the divisions, right? From 8 to 13. Once we start adding in other states, it's not a New York State championship.
Agreed.
It's not. It's not. And know what happens is that now what happens, everybody's in their corner. Nobody's coming together. And if we can't get New York teams to play each other for on a competitive level to see who's who, the kids want it. I believe the kids want it. It's these damn coaches and these other people that don't want it. The movers and shakers, they don't want it. Because they have to give up. They have to give up whatever ground they think they have, and which is nothing. You know, after a while, you start making excuses after excuses after excuses, and it's nothing but an empty excuse.
That's what those are the ones you pay no mind, man. You put together the championship with the teams that want to compete.
And that's easy. That's very easy. But the people that got something to protect, they're the ones you got to worry about. Those are the ones you got to look at.
You don't worry about them.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's enough people that's watching New York.
Ralph?
It's enough people, and what we got to look at is everybody's watching it, and they want to see who's really talking and who's competing in New York.
Ralph, listen, man. I told you I can't go into details, and Joe and
oh no, details. I'm not worried about the detail part. I'm just saying in general.
There's an undercurrent, especially youth football here in New York City. There's an undercurrent of what's going on. And a lot of things are happening that we don't even know. You want to do something and somebody's on the other end sabotaging it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going, God damn.
That's things that everybody got to do.
And that Ralph, has nothing to do with them. Has nothing to do with them. They just doing it because they wanted to do it and they couldn't do it. There's people out there. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there is sabotaging stuff and doing things right under the nose of certain things. I'm telling you.
That means you're doing something right.
There's some people that's doing good things. I commend people that take care of business. Period. I commend people that take care of business. If you're taking care of business, it's supposed to happen. But don't think that Uncle Milt is stupid. I see it. I'm a businessman myself. I see it. If you don't involve them, they against it. They against it. And I'm like, they have nothing to do with it. Do you. And whatever you doing, if it's not working out, that because you looking at somebody, you leaning your head and you looking at what the next man's doing. That's why it's not working out for you. In order to make alliances, you have to put yourself out the picture. Personally. You have to put yourself out the picture. Like, it's not about me. It's about what we're trying to do to program the kids and the love of the game. And once people do that, that's when we gonna have togetherness. But if
That never happened.
if they still thinking it's them, it's me, you need to talk to me, it's all about me, you can't do stuff without me, they shorten themselves. There's a lot of talented people out there, man. Nobody can do it all. I can't do it all. It's the group that you got around you and making them feel important and giving them jobs that they do well and let them do it. Man, you know, if you had a job and you didn't do it and you're no longer here on this platform because you couldn't produce your job unbiased, you know, without taking sides, without, you know, it should be all about the production and the growth of the show. You're not here anymore. You're not here anymore. You're gonna leave. I don't have to tell you to go. You're gonna leave. You're gonna feel, hey man, I don't know what that dude doing, blah blah blah. But if you put aside your personal and get on board of the overall, then you will see what Uncle Milt's trying to do, what Ralph Draper's trying to do, what Coach High's trying to do, what Producer Joe is trying to do. You get on board. You get on board real quick because it's not about us. It's about what we're doing and how we're doing it. That's the thing. And it doesn't matter, Ralph. You could work to your fingers to the bone. Some people can call up somebody and say, oh, you know, hey, man, yeah, you thought you got somebody, but you don't. You know? It's like that, man. And the crazy thing, people have no invested interest in it. It's not going to get them to lose any kind of nothing but ego. Ego. In Pulp Fiction, Cyrus told Bruce Willis, ego never got a nigga paid. Gotta control that ego. The ego, you get nothing for it. Nothing. You know? So with that said, man, what's going on, Ralph, man? We ain't see you in 2 weeks on the show. We was down, and we glad that we got everybody back, medically right, good, live. They got all the extremities breathing. We thank God for that, man. We thank God for that, man. You know, so good to see I'm so happy to be back because I had to take a break from that sports desk, man. Woo, I was sitting in my living room. I said, this is not going to be a museum exhibit. We're going to get this shit out of my living room on a field, a court, this. So we working on an event. I got into the works on an event coming up with stamp approval. What's up, Coach High? Coach High out there, stamp approval, having a workout day. And we're going to bring it to Gersh, Linden Park, a.k.a. Gersh Park. With the Mecca of youth football, we're going to bring a workout day. We're working on, I can't say it right now, but we're working on a youth program to help us out too. So we're working on that. You're going to hear something next week about that. We're in negotiation right now talking about how to bring that up. And that's coming out very soon. That might be like a 2 week, and we're going to be out maybe next week is the 1st of June. Maybe the 2nd week of June. The 19th, we in St. Albans Park. The sports desk be out there. It's a Freedom Day. We're going to be out there with some organizing a day of freedom. We're gonna have the flyer up next week about that. That's on the 19th, and then we're gonna try to come out every week. Every week, we're gonna be in the near future. In July, we're going out to the public housings. We're gonna be exercising kids, giving them fruit and water, and teaching them how to eat right and things like that. So the sports desk will be out there until the basketball season starts. As far as the street tournaments, we're gonna be out there. On July 19th, we're gonna be downtown at the Tillery tournament, run by our friend at Front Sports, Mr. Rivers. We're gonna be out there with his tournament out there supporting that, and that's coming up in a month or two, in the month of July, and more things is coming out. The combines is when Ralph, the combines.
Combine July 24th. We're gonna be out there at St. John's the Baptist High School.
July 24th is the combine. The sports desk be out there, and that's in Long Island. St. Baptist. That's it.
St. John's the Baptist.
St. John's the Baptist. That's where's that in Long Island? St. John the Baptist.
I think that's in Comac.
We'll have that information. That's Coach Matt out there. He high school.
West Islip.
West Islip?
West Islip.
West Islip. Okay, Long Island. That's the 24th. But we're gonna be King. I don't know. We gotta talk about this King of New York. That's in Syracuse.
Yeah.
Uncle Milk don't drive.
We're gonna get that sports desk out there.
Somebody better come get me with everything. I took the Metro North up to Summit, New York.
Damn.
And couldn't get a cab. I couldn't get a cab. This place called Goldbridge.
That's crazy.
Yo, the whole station is shut down. It's not even an attendant. You get off the train, they got nobody at the desk or nothing. Some of these, at least in Long Island, man, wherever you go out in Long Island, it's a cab right there waiting for you. That's what I thought. I said, man, I'm gonna get off this joint. There's gonna be a cab waiting for me. Nope.
I got these out of state teams hitting me up for the national joint in August. They're like, yo, man, make sure somewhere that my parents can get to, man. They don't want to be in the middle of nowhere in New York.
We got the Empire State Classic coming up in August.
In August.
Sports Desk. Where's that going? You got a feel yet for that?
Not yet. I'm trying to, like I said, these people want to make sure it's.
All right, you got it. That right there is coming up. It's coming up. But the sports that's going to be at a neighborhood near you. We're going to be hitting the street tournaments, the neighborhood tournaments, as far as in the public housings, in the parks out there in the neighborhood. Call us up. We're going to have the advertising up for that. Also, we're going to get all that information on our new website that's up and running. nyc.usports.org. That's nycusports.org. We're going to have that up and running, have all of it. Go there, fill out the content. In the content room, put your email, your contact. We be giving out free gifts and prizes. Also, we contact you on where the sports that's going to be on, with our latest show, or what's going on with our latest show. Hit our donations. Hit our joint. We got PayPal. We also got this thing. We also got. I almost forgot. We also got GoFundMe. We are looking for young people that want to get into sports journalists. That wants to get into sports journalists, and we got a GoFundMe account. It's a GoFundMe F9662 EF2, and we're trying to raise about $2,000 to help us with this endeavor. It's just, we're gonna want to give them traveling money, some money so they can have a meal and a little incentive to come back. And we want to bring them and let them get their experience on how to cover youth sports, to interview, to cover the games, to do play-by-play, also to come on the mic, come in the show here, and we're starting an intern type of program that wants to get into sports journalists and media and video production and everything. We want them. We're gonna put you to work. We're gonna put you to work. All right. So it's all about learning the craft. If you go into the schools, we already got the notice in the schools that we let your principal know that we're looking to bring you in as an intern, and we be able to give you a little something with the help of the people. We asking for $2,000. Please give whatever you can give. I'm begging you, man, to help these kids. It's GoFundMe F9662EF2. Whatever you can give, man, is going right to them. Traveling money, food money, and a little sentence in their pockets on, them to get them by and things like this for the young kids to come in. We have we have our T-shirt drive up there, for giving out our nice apparels for a little something. Also, our Cash App, NYC Youth Sports, Cash App, whatever you can give. Help us out in doing all these things, and we're gonna show you what we do with your support. We're gonna show you what we do with your support. We are putting everything into this sports show so we can be out there with the kids and doing the right thing and bringing the notoriety to youth sports here in New York City and everything. So that's what it is. So that's like I said, man. Our GoFundMe spot, our website is over nycuyouthsports.org. Telephone lines 347-776-7070. That's 347-776-7070. Everything is working. Everything is working. Everything. From phone lines to websites. We got a PayPal out there. We have Cash App. We're working on Zealous, and we have our T-shirt drive by Amazon, and we're still working on another T-shirt vendor that goes out and help. And we already have our that's going to be coming up in the next week or two. Okay, so that's it, man. That's anything. Got anything to say, Ralph?
No, that's it, man. That's it. Looking forward to these events coming up in New York.
Yeah. I want to recap because Ralph wasn't here. I want to recap. We a lot of things is going on this week. I told you I was up in some. I call it some. I got to do the correct reading of this thing of this SOM summer. Summer. That's what I look at it. New York City. It's a feel. I was at John F. K. Catholic School. The Go Wave field. They're gonna be playing their games out there. Elite Go Wave. Remember the guys in Milton, New York?
Yeah. That's over there.
Yeah, they got a field over here in JFK Catholic. We're gonna bring the sports desk up there too. Who was invited to come up there. And I talked to the coach. Do you remember the coach name?
Whoa.
The Go Wave coach.
Davis?
I think his name is that. Please excuse me.
I don't know which one you spoke to.
Please, I think it was. Please excuse me if it was. No, serious, man. Me with names, I gotta work on that. But yeah, very, very nice guy, man. Very nice guy. He told me
the whole DEA program over there when they were down
there,
man. All
of
them are stand-up people.
Yeah.
I'm actually chilling with him tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's actually out here, so me and him gonna be linking up.
Yeah.
If it's the same person you spoke to. I don't know if it's the same guy you spoke to.
If he
I
said,
got Davis from Go Wave. He's actually out here at a football camp.
Yeah.
In Florida. Yeah. So me and him are linking up.
Yeah. We talked a little. We talked. I asked him, where he going this fall. He says, he's joining Big Apple. He's joining Big Apple and he's in the D1 division. I said, wow.
That's what the best part about me is my tournaments move regardless what league they in. So
I said, wow. So, edition of Big Apple edition. I want to do a show. It's coming up a week or two. that we're going to be announcing where people playing at in the fall. We're going to be announcing where people playing at.
Well, if they ain't playing in the state championship, I don't care.
We're going to find where they at. The teams, you know, where they at. Where you going to be playing at this fall. So we're gonna be asking and putting it out there where you gonna be playing at.
Yeah, we gotta ask them where they playing at this year that they're not gonna be competing with everybody else. We'll find out what they're saying at.
Well, we still working on it. We still working on that.
I know. I have to talk junk. If I don't talk junk, then you know.
Well, New York City, that's where we at. You know, New York City, that's where we at. We do county. We care about the county, and we care because there's a lot of things are happening. There's a lot of things I know I can't say. There's a lot of things are happening. It's gonna.
And the only thing that should be happening is everybody should be competing and playing football, man.
Yeah,
that's the only story.
That's what we working towards. That's what we working towards. And that's what we working towards, man.
All these moves every year and all that stuff, man. Just play football, man. Just find a home, stick with it, perfect it, and play football.
Yeah, we're gonna investigate where everybody's playing. You know, because there's like a lot of things up in the air. Who's going where? What's going on? And you know, what's going on? What's going on? That's what we're gonna call it. What's going on? Where you playing at? Hey, what's going on? Where you playing this fall? I always ask that.
That's gonna be the hardest segment, man.
It's gonna be very entertaining.
Oh, that's for sure.
It's gonna be very entertaining. I look at it like a spade game. Some people think they got more spades than they don't.
Nah, it's just gonna be more so.
Yeah.
People, if we get it wrong, people gonna be mad at us.
They gonna listen, man. You didn't hear my thing. You gotta look at my show after you get off here. I'm not taking any off the record comments from nobody. No, I don't care who you is. You can be my mama. She tell me off the record, Milton. No, I don't want to hear it. It's gotta be on the record. We a media program and we get out stories, good, bad, and ugly. We don't care. We're not here to talk about all the good. No, we're here to talk about everything. You know what I'm saying? We're a media company. I respect it. You respect it. Joe respect it. We gotta respect. We have to start walking around like this is what we do. You don't want to talk to us? Fine. You don't want to talk to us? Fine. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find. But if we find out about it, it's off the. It's out there.
That's for sure.
So you talk to us or you don't want to talk to us. It's up to you.
That's what I look at. I just had a call the other day. Teams going around saying they're the best and all this stuff. Out of state people want to know who the best is. You know, my word don't mean anything, so don't think that I'm changing the game. But if they ask me about certain teams and if they compete, I just got to keep it 100.
Yeah.
If you ain't playing outside of your league or playing other teams and people ask me, I'm going to tell them like.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
If you ain't competing, then you ain't competing. Like, it is what it is.
That's what it said. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
I don't got a dog in the fight, so it don't matter to me what team competing.
Well, we're doing like this, man. We're doing like this. We're gonna report it. We're gonna call you.
Good or bad.
Good or bad. We're gonna, it's not gonna be like that. You only gonna let us know when you winning. No, we're gonna talk about when you're losing too.
For real,
that's the way it goes.
It's football, man.
Get over it. So some people may not like us. It's the way it is. So personally, I'm not here to destroy you. It's news. It's out there. It happened. I didn't make it happen. I'm just talking about it happen.
We're just talking about the game. That's it.
What it has to happen before we talk about it.
Yeah.
Right? Don't it got to happen before we talk about it?
That's for sure. We ain't controlling the outcome.
Yeah. So. The gentleman agreement you got with me is this. The gentleman agreement you got with me is this. I'm going to make sure it's factual. And I'm going to give you I'm going to give you the equal time to explain it just where it's out there. You got a platform to explain it. And they said, "Oh man, we saw Uncle Milt on the F train with a blue dress on." I'm like, "Oh shit." And we got pictures. Oh, they got pictures. Now, I can't say that's not me. I had to chuck it up. Yeah, man, I was feeling myself one day, man. Had a little too much of those, those depression medicines, and I just felt like putting on a blue dress. You come on the show. And say it. It happens. We all got embarrassing moments, man. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So I don't want to hear that your team got blued out 60 to
I
0.
hope we don't get that call after they see you with that dress on the subway.
It's not that serious if your team getting blown out 60 to 0 and you're not answering the phones, you're not saying anything, thinking it's gonna go away. No, I'm gonna say it because I want to say it right, but I could say allegedly it happened. We tried to get.
It ain't gonna be allegedly because the team that put up the 60 gonna make sure they relay the message.
Yeah, here it is. The coach from the team that did it. That's the way it goes. So I like to get two sides of it. Now you could come on and you can just like, hey, it happened, man. You know, my center had a flu and my quarterback was crazy. So he didn't get his meds together or something. Whatever. You have the opportunity to say it. Don't run away from it. And don't get mad because I'm mentioning it. Because that's what we do on this platform. Good, bad, and ugly. And this we can say the coach that got the team that blew out the team, he be pumping his chest up. Yo, I did this, I did that. I ran a clinic on him. The same way you be that coach. Yeah, we had a bad, we had a setback. That's who I respect. That's who I respect. So I'm not taking no more off the air comments, or off the record comments from nobody anymore. Because it's like this. I'm gonna call you up. I know about it. I'm gonna call you up, and it's gonna be a comment or still's gonna be said the way I found out. Now, if I got some stuff mixed up or some stuff you don't want to be out there, you better start talking to me. You better pick up the phone and respect my platform. That's it. Respect my platform. I'm not being nice anymore. I'm being too nice. People understand, because I know about it, doesn't mean I go run and put it out. I put it out making sure I got all the I's dots and the T's crossed, and I make sure I got everything before I put it out. I ain't running it like that. Yeah.
That's for sure. I know. I'm sure you're not.
Yeah, I'm not doing it that way. So I'll call people. I'm not afraid. I'll call you up. Don't get mad because I called you up. Damn, that's Milton for that podcast. Shit. Oh, man. That podcast is whack. I don't care. It's not whack to me.
And the coaches will not avoid the phone call. The parents are calling.
It's not whack to me. It may be whack to you. It may be trash to you, but it ain't trash to me. Unless I see that you're doing the same thing I'm doing, you're trash. So I look at it. How you gonna call someone trash? You ain't doing nothing but calling it trash. But hey, that's what people do. Because they don't want to, they don't want you to, they don't want you to talk about, so no more. So when you see me walking down the street, hey, Uncle Milt, let me holler at you. Yo, Milt, this is off the record. Keep walking. Keep walking. And if you tell me, it's at your own risk. I'm dropping your name. It ain't no more off the record comments no more. You don't get to say, this is what some people want to do. I understand. There's some people that want to help the show, and I get it. But I cannot do nothing with an off-the-record comment. Nothing. Figure out a way how to tell me if you don't want your name to be involved. Figure out a way to tell me.
Man, this youth sports, why is it that serious?
Because people, these adults are making it that serious. There's some things that happen in business. I get it. It's not ready to come out yet because the ink on a paper is not dry yet, and I respect that because things that I do, I'm a businessman. I will understand it, but understand that I'm trying to do something too. I ain't holding it forever now. I'm not holding it forever.
Stuff they're holding for no reason.
I'm not holding it forever.
Isn't stuff that should be held on to. The ink is dry once the game goes down.
What I do on this level of youth sports media, nothing is to be held. I don't care if the ink is not dry. I'm saying it. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's what I'm supposed to do, and that's not helping you, Joe, or whoever on the production staff of this show. Milt, you know something, say it so we can we can utilize it to get for our viewers. That's the thing now. But I understand business. I'm not holding it forever. That's it. I'm going to ask you where, when, and how. And if those numbers ain't coming back right to me, listen, I'm going to give you a week. That's it. Or a couple of days. That's coming out the next show. Because
I'm hearing information from you there, man. You're giving them ultimatums out there.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to be a gentleman with this, but understand, I'm not trying to, but it's news. It's news. I didn't do it. It had to happen. It has to happen before I get it.
You right.
Come on. If it don't happen, and people can't hold water. You tell 2 people something, it's going to be 3 people, 4 people, whatever. You can't do that. Come on, man. I just don't want to be like, like I'm doing something, like bad or something, because I checked the source. I checked to see a source. You don't want to give me the information? You don't want to put your name out there? All right, I'm going to see who wants to do it. That's my job.
Right. I guess so, man. That's why I'm happy. I'm not that high on the totem pole, man. I don't got to do it.
I'm saying that's my job. That's what I do here. I take it serious. You could call me up and say, "Yo, Milt, we have an event. Can you? Yeah, I can do that. Come on, let's do that." But on the other side of it, damn, man, Milt wants something else too. Yes.
Right.
Come on, it goes hand in hand. Like I said, you see me doing something, you have the right to say it. Put it on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and I'll be right there explaining it. I ain't running away for nothing. Like, come on, man. Call me up. Nah, man, that's not right. But I did do that. Yeah, all right, man. All right, you want to guess? You want me to come on as a guest? Running away for no story. Right. I did it. And if I care about what I do, I have to check what I do. You know what I'm saying? If you do something intentionally to hurt somebody, to physically hurt someone, or something with kids or whatever, it's just we have to say it. We have to say it. It's like we had the tackle thing that just came out on Facebook. Very, very terrible. The kid launched itself into somebody, into a kid.
These coaches should be, in general, should be ashamed of themselves by even recording it and publicly posting stuff like that. And these coaches, they're just stupid.
And I say, and it went viral. It went viral on coaches. And I say today, what is that drill was supposed to do? Drills is supposed to teach kids something, and they worked on a craft, doing it the right way. What was that drill about? That wasn't tackling. That wasn't tackling at all.
It was on how not to tackle.
It was some lazy tackle. And I see.
And it was something that you could show that apparently these coaches are promoting that.
And all I heard was people that shouldn't coach in the background going, "Ooh, oh." I hear nobody said, "What are you doing? You don't do it that way." That happened. That happened on the field. The last place I coached at, it happened. And I heard a coach say, "Oh, you got a $400 helmet." I said, "Oh, sweat. That dude, you could have been paralyzed." Nah, that wasn't tackling. That was not tackling at all. This sport is violent. Yes, it is, but it's a correct way of playing it. We use techniques to bring people to the ground.
Remember, that techniques is out the window. Coaches stop going to clinics.
Yeah.
They stop going to that stuff, so they're just, promoting off of Madden.
And that's what I said. I'm with promoting coaches to get licensed, renewed every year. A coach's license, and to get it renewed every year. Like, you cannot even drive without a license. You get caught, you get in trouble, ticket, get wrapped up. You cannot be coaching these kids without the proper knowledge and wisdom and understanding on how to coach on this level. on the youth level. And
But
then
don't
people,
they have to go? Don't coaches have to go through like some USA football certification and all
but
that stuff?
all of that is volunteer. It should be mandatory.
Oh no, that should be mandatory. The league should make that mandatory.
Mandatory. That should come down. So you got to make people do things now. Oh, the government. No, because people like that is going to get kids hurt and get kids to quit football. This game is unique enough to teach a kid, and at the youth level, it's most important to a kid at the youth level. You know what I'm saying?
Not even that. These parents should make it mandatory because we're
they don't know.
We're leaving these kids.
They don't know. 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 The parents got to be educated themselves. They don't know that was wrong. The only parent that knew that was wrong was the parent of that little kid that got hit across the field. That parent probably felt the way. But I bet that other parent that the kid did the hitting, he probably she or he was going, yeah, Johnny, that's right. That's what it is, man. Just listen to, just be on the sidelines of some youth football games, and you will see some crazy things happening.
Oh,
Just be on the sideline.
I used to film a lot of games, man. I got footage of what goes on in the stands.
Parents are delusional of what's going on. What they don't even know the
It's
rules.
different. The parents, then that's what you could tell the difference in the program. The parents that are at practice, those parents you could tell at a game. Because the parent that's at practice and would have seen that hit, if that hit happened in the game, those parents would have said something. Because they know that's not right.
Listen, man. A lot of things go on the sideline of youth football sidelines. That's crazy. I seen it, and I when I used to coach, I try to police that.
And that's what's happening. A lot of people aren't policing it anymore. They're letting the coaches do what they want.
And you can't talk to these damn coaches, these young ones that want to do it their way. These social media coaches, I call them. You can't talk
because there's nothing to say to them. If the league isn't making a requirement, what can you say to the coach?
It's the president ain't regulating.
If they're not enforcing
it's the president of the league, not the president of the league. It's not the league. The president of the organization.
No, I think it should go higher than that. Because at the end of the day,
the league don't have that type of power.
But they need to. The league has to tell these programs. If your coaches aren't certified, then you can't sign up.
The league doesn't have that type of power. What has the power is the state and the city to stop those permits.
Oh, but that's not.
That's when you get them to act.
Politics involved like that is going to kill sports.
Well, I'm telling you, that's where it's got to be at, because the organization president is handcuffed by the coaches because they need coaches to run their organization. The league. It's not the league's business. The league business is to organize games. They put out clauses like conduct and whatever to control the game. There won't be coaches and parents beating up referees and stuff. Yeah, they gotta police it like that. But you as the president of an organization have to regulate your coaches. We're not here for that. This is a football program. And if you're not here to teach football or basketball, teach it and watch the development, and the kid find effort to perform in a game setting, you're not doing a good job. You're not here. You're not doing a good job. If you walk around and you see that's going on, I seen my own eyes on the sideline when it's not policed. I'm telling you, a kid hit another kid, and you know what's the rules when a kid is down on the field? What's the rules, Ralph?
We take a knee.
Everybody, except
hands there.
Kids. The respect is to take the knee and be quiet and be still, right?
And if kids don't know that means these coaches ain't promoting it.
A coach, I'm not naming no name. They know who it is. It was dead wrong. Call the kid off the field. Put one of those badges on them with the big name and what they doing to take pictures. I said, what are you doing, man? What are you doing?
They did what?
Call the kid off the field.
And put what on them?
You know, one of those big badges, them chains they have with the thing. to take a picture, and everybody else on the knee, the kids, because he made the hit.
Oh, wow.
He made the hit. It wasn't a tackle, it was a hit. Kid's down on the ground, he's hurt. Everybody's on the knee. He called the kid off the field. I said, Coach, what you doing, man? He told me to mind my business, go on the other side. Go on the other side. You on their side. You on the other people's side. I'm like, what? I'm on you football side, bro. The safety of the kids. What are you doing? This is disrespectful. This is disrespectful. You played the game. Nobody did that to you. Nobody disrespected you like that. You know who I'm talking about. You ain't gonna hear this. Yo, man, why you mention it? You know what I'm talking about. You was wrong. That's it. You were wrong. You know? What happened to Ralph? Ralph, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, yeah. So, you know, it was wrong. It was wrong. So, those things that not checked. And if you don't check, so if it's nobody of leadership comes down and say, yo, Coach, what you doing? You're wrong. Get out of here with that. That has no place here.
It's too late. If it's at the game, it's too late already.
Yeah, but I'm saying we could talk about it, but I like solving problems. I'm saying moving on, moving forward. Moving forward. It's got to be done at the organization level. These are the people you calling in to volunteer. They said, nah, man, you can't coach here, man, without a license. AYF got a course. USA Football got a course. You got to get one of them, man. You can't coach. You can volunteer.
That's crazy to make that USA Football certification optional. Like, that's just crazy.
I mean, you got to make it mandatory, not optional. It's optional.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy that it's optional. I've never heard it being optional.
And you still got to be in the registration of coaches in the country. So, you know, it travels. So you can go coach anywhere. I'm on the registration. I'm on the register of coaches. And, you know, some people feel like that's above what they want to do. You're a volunteer. You're a teacher. You're a volunteer. Even a teacher got to have a degree. A teacher have to have a degree.
High school coaches got to take this stuff.
Yeah, so, you know. Man. Somebody had a good idea and said high school coaches need to manage youth football. High schools need to manage youth football organizations. High school coaches.
I think that's a good idea if it's town ball.
Yeah.
If it's national, there's no way that they can do it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's town ball, I see why. Because they know those kids, they're going to be getting those kids because they're from the town.
Yeah.
But with travel ball, those are kids that's coming from everywhere playing on the team. So if it's town ball, I agree that high school should be more involved with the program.
All right, Ralph, let's get out of here. We're going to be back next week. That's what it says. That's how it is. Then we'll see if we can put it out there and see what happens, man. You know, it's like, it's what it is, man. And we got to change it. You know, we're going to see more stuff. That, you know, when I saw it, that's nothing. I saw worse than that. So, you know, I saw worse than that.
And that's what I'm saying. It's just bad because it's being recorded and put on social media now.
the cameras.
So everybody's seen worse than that.
Yeah, I seen it, but you wasn't filmed. You know, so people starting to film practice. Soon they're gonna be like, no cameras in practice. But people start filming practice. That's what it is.
They're doing high school. Parents stay in the car.
Yeah. They start filming practice. Got gates around them. You can't go on the field to film practice. But you know, we got a lot of complaints about police brutality, and the cameras are starting to expose a lot of police that doesn't respect their oath of what they're doing. They're here to protect and serve the law. So if there's some police out there that's violating citizens' rights and not giving them the protection of what they supposed to do as a police officer, so the camera exposes that. and the camera exposed some cops doing unlawful things, and just like the camera is going to expose coaches who's doing some unlawful things. It's got to happen. Everybody, the first thing they put is something pops up is their camera. On the field, everything is being filmed.
That's for sure.
Everything is being filmed. People got their cameras out, and it ain't going away. It ain't going away. It ain't going to go away, especially when you got teams that's in these public parks. How you going to stop somebody from not filming? It's a public park. You're going to have to put your practice indoor and in a dome somewhere, and not allow people to come in, only personnel.
Right.
As long as there's a gate and people can see it, it's going to be put out there, and that's what it takes to expose these coaches that don't know what they're doing. And please understand that. Please understand that there's some out there that's doing crazy things. All right, let's get out of here, man. It's 9:50. Stayed over a little bit. Thanks, Ralph. Great to see you. Great to see you again. See you next week. Thank you, Joe. Great to see you again. See you next week. We'll be right back next week. Just like I said again, hit up the website www.nycusports.org. That's www.nycusports.org. Our telephone lines are open. 347-776-7070. That's 347-776-7070. Make sure you get on our website, hit the comment, hit that subscribe button, please, right now. Put the comments up. Whatever you can do to help us as far as the donation. You can buy shirts. You can hit our Cash App, PayPal, everything. We're moving right now. We're doing a lot of things. And look out for that Hot Beat Sports Desk. Hot Beats Youth Sports Desk is going to be on the field near you, court near you, or the vet near you. Right here. We're coming out here. Thanks for showing up. I'll see you next week. Uncle Milt, and I'm out of here.